Chapter 9, Adolescents and Adults with Learning Disabilities and Related Mental Disorders. Adolescence is a stage of turmoil and difficult adjustments. The physical, mental, and emotional adjustments that characterize adolescence affect many dimensions of their lives. This period in life is tough, and students with learning disabilities must cope with their learning difficulties on top of it. The characteristics of students with learning disabilities varies. Some of the main characteristics are cultural and linguistic diversity, passive learning, poor self-concept, social and behavioral problems, attention difficulties, language difficulties, and lack of motivation. This creates many challenges for students with learning disabilities. Students move from pupil-oriented elementary school to content-driven secondary school. The majority of these students spend most of their day in general education classes and must pass the state testing criteria. As these students move to high school, they begin to be prepared for adulthood. Transition is what it is correctly called. Students must have an individualized transition plan, or ITP. This plan lays the groundwork for employment, career training, or college. Some students receive tutoring in academics they are low in, and some are taught valuable life skills. The goal is for students with learning disabilities to graduate and live normal, productive lives in their personal and career relationships. Unfortunately, only 64% of students with learning disabilities graduate. 22% drop out of school. Learning strategies is an approach of teaching students how to learn. Steps for teaching a learning strategy are: teacher pre-tests students and obtain a commitment. Teacher describes the learning strategy. Teacher models the strategy. Students verbally practice strategy. Students have controlled practice and feedback. Students have advanced practice and feedback. Teacher posts tests, students, and obtains a commitment. Students generalize the learning strategy. Here are some tips for teaching a learning strategy. Use background knowledge. Monitor progress. Teach generalization. Create active learners. Enhance self-concept. Use memory strategies. Use interactive learning. And develop questions. With these learning strategies, hopefully these students will be able to continue their education and attend colleges and vocational schools. Years ago, this was out of the question for students with learning disabilities. Colleges today are very accommodating to students with learning disabilities, such as extension of time on exams, even licensing exams. Some schools offer 2-year non-degree programs where students live in dormitories and take classes in consumer math, problem solving, health and wellness, human development, music and art appreciation, social strategies, assertiveness training, independent living, and computer technology. They also gain experience working at jobs in the program. Learning disorders do not go away once a student finishes school. As adults, they may have trouble finding and keeping a job, having a satisfying social life, even coping with daily living. These students must become their own advocates to utilize services that are available to them.